Okay guys, so we have a lot of Love Island topics to get into, and I thought, I'd try and pump out as much as content as I can because we are all in lockdown and just to keep you guys entertained.
Question, someone said, tell us a crazy moment / secret about the villa that we wouldn't know. Love you. I love you too, girl.
Hey guys, it's Murad Manali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back again with another video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, click that button. What are you doing? Click that button and subscribe for what? Daily and consistent content. We have Leanne, who is, exposing a lot of, Love Island shocking and weird truths. Molly May, some good news for Finn. If those of you don't know who he is from Love Island, he won from Love Island Winter, and some, good news for Curtis as well, and just some other Love Island related topics. So Leanne sits down in a two-part video on her channel. I will link part one in my bio, and she is talking about her time on the show, and I feel like these videos are quite important and transparent. She talks about how when she left the show, it was a very hard time for her because not only of lockdown, but because she was the most hated, videos of her being emotional, and she shows pictures of DMs that she was getting of people calling her monkey, people calling her this and that and this. It's just some awful stuff. She needs to expose every single one of these people, put them on blast, because you can't run your mouth like that directly to somebody. It's disgusting. Now when I was reviewing the show, I personally wasn't focusing on Leanne that much. Like, I wasn't. I was barely focusing even on Mike. I spoke about the storyline here and there. I had to, but they weren't my main focus for the season. So, I wasn't really going into them as much. However, Leanne was seen as somebody who was moody, who was rude, who was annoying, always in a way. She did say that, she had a lot of tooth pain, and she also exposes the fact that some of the scenes that she did with Mike, they had to be refilmed.
Sometimes we had to redo scenes just when you weren't bringing vim, you weren't giving that pepper. You gotta redo that shit. The first time was actually very chill. We both were like, we ain't feeling it, but we're cool though, like we'll still be friends, we'll still sleep in the same bed. It's not that deep. They actually said that this is bullshit. That's not a good enough breakup. Tried again, second time, apply more vim, like no, I'm not feeling this. The producer said they're not happy, the audience needs more. At this point I feel so awkward. Like have you not ever had that conversation more than once? It's very awkward. When I feel awkward, I laugh. Now obviously looking back, they have ratings to get, so I get it. Like, no one wants to watch two people amicably break up.
That's probably why these times we think people look moody. They're probably just tired from refilming these damn scenes, because they just had to 3 times you were filming a scene because the producers want to give you, they want a setup of vim or energy from you, and if you're not delivering, you have to do it again and again and again. Excuse me, are we on a movie set? Is this a soap opera? Is this not a reality show that you have to pre-film everything? The producers will go to such lengths to try and bring you something that the more they try and tell you to rehearse something, it doesn't come off as natural, and then it comes off as fake. So I find that to be shocking. So the time, I believe, I don't know what scene she's talking about. Maybe when she got dumped and she was talking with Mike and she was meant to be angry with him. I think they might have refilmed that 3 times. I don't even know. But to say that, I was quite surprised. In a weird way. I was definitely quite surprised with it, that you are here refilming scenes. The producers are making you do all of this nonsense. As the show is progressing, it's really becoming too fixed, guys, and that will be the own death of this damn show. That's what I feel like, because it's just very weird. It definitely is. She also talks about the fact that, there was no one in terms of the production or cast set that had a certain type of gel for her hair, or other certain type of stuff for her hair. Now, we've seen this before. Jordan has spoken about this, previously on a podcast, where they don't adapt, and they don't have anything, or the necessities, or the equipment, but they're making how much from these sponsors? How much money are they making from the advertisement revenue? Millions and millions, but they can't spend any of that millions to provide the right equipment for if they have black and brown contestants, specifically black girls for their black hair. Are you actually mad, or are you actually mad? Even when it comes to Mike, I believe he had a haircut in the villa, it didn't look that great. So perhaps they had somebody who didn't know how to cut black hair, and that is stupid as hell. But you're making how much in your revenue? Please come quickly and come collect yourself, because I don't understand what you're even talking about. I really don't. One thing about Leanne, I remember I was talking to my friends about her. Leanne came to my house for like a gathering. She came with Brooke from The Circle. I interviewed her on this channel, and she said, can I bring Leanne? I'm like, sure, cool, like whatever, it's not a problem. And I spoke to my friends about it afterwards when the party ended that we had, I think way back in the summer, like ages ago. She seemed much like chill and livelier, and just somebody that who has good vibes and good energy, as opposed to how she was portrayed on the show. Now, yes, some of that is to do with Leanne. She always acted a bit moody here and there. Wasn't entirely production, but producers do have a way to sway stuff. They definitely do. But she was, she's very chilled and relaxed, and everything was like, she just was very fun. No moody, no none of this, no none of that. That you would have maybe have, thought how, because of how one was presented on the show, but it was complete opposite. Complete opposite. So it was very interesting. But she definitely goes into that in 2-part videos on her channel, and she was a great laugh when she was here. A great laugh, you know, who says a great laugh? But anyways, it was good vibes. Anyways, Curtis, some big news for him. My guy is being hired to be in Hollyoaks. Now that in itself is pretty big, guys, and I am here for that. To an extent, I don't really like Curtis. I feel like he really just becomes, he's really cringy. He was on Celebs Go Dating. Again, he played some girls on that show again. He just comes off as somebody who's fake when it comes to TV and production, and I find it genuinely annoying. However, being unbiased, this is a great deal for him. And speaking of great deals, guys, I want to just zoom right past this. FinTap as well has signed a contract with a pretty big modeling agency, and you know, he seems to be going that way. Now, I haven't really seen any pictures yet from the agency, so I don't know what's really going on, but maybe, you know, COVID and stuff, but that's also pretty good news for him that he's bagged that role and that he has secured a great contract with a huge agency. I don't know what the agency is, but that is what they are saying. Molly May now is seeming to get in some trouble. Before we get into that, she was covered in blood when it comes to her finger. She broke her nail off, and of course, you know, girls get their nails done, and it's a big problem when if your nail gets cut off, and she was just bleeding a lot, and she seemed to be covered in blood, and it seemed to be reported everywhere, so I thought I'd throw that into the mix. Now, she also has upset people because she was literally posting with a jacket that says chav chick, and people are saying, you know, how can you use the word chav? You're looking down towards people who live in estate flats. How dare you do so? You know, it's quite, you know, I can see that as being an issue because, you know, in the UK we have a major classism issue. It's structurally, you know, built into this damn country, into this, it's awful. There's a huge class divide, so I can understand why some people would feel type of way about people who, you know, are rich, wealthy, and are using this whole, you know, chav as a look to try and say, you know, this is my look and whatever, this is what I want to do, but really and truly you're kind of like, in a backwards way, mocking people from, you know, who live in flats or even maybe not as wealthy as you. So I can see that being an issue, and I can understand why. However, I also feel like people are just doing a little bit too much. The girl is just wearing a jacket, she just said that word. I don't think she intentionally hates people, and I think, you know, it's, people are doing a lot of, it's just becoming a lot. People just have a lot of time now during lockdown, so they're doing the absolute most, and I just don't think it's necessary. However, I can see both sides of the coin, and as I always do in the channel, I try to bring both sides so that we can remain unbiased. And you guys can let me know in the comment box below, but she seemed to have upset some people. Now, Theo has shocked Love Island, like the Love Island world, and just people in general. He has a child, and his child was born today or yesterday, and he posted pictures, and nobody knew. Nobody knows who the girl is. Like, he's kept that very quiet. And of course, it's easier for a man to keep quiet about it because he's not carrying the damn baby. But some people are now assuming that did he cheat on Kaz when they were in a relationship with somebody else for her to be, you know, delivering her baby now. And of course, it takes 9 months. So perhaps there was some kind of cheating going on in the relationship, allegedly, which has caused for the situation to take place. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to that, because that has shocked a lot of people as well. And he's just kept that very quiet. I mean, true. Everybody should mind the business, privacy if you want to, but also find it quite interesting. What are your thoughts, guys, on all of these Love Island UK topics? I want to just wrap it all up into a video. I wanted to just wrap it all up. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button, guys, for daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.